Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nisha if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a first impression and try on of the Nikkietutorials X Beauty Bay palette, or should I say pressed pigment palette to be politically correct. So I usually don't do first impressions of newer products because I don't really rush out to buy newer things. I tend to wait until they go on sale. But this was actually pretty reasonably priced. It was $30 and shipping was $5 and change, so it was about $36 altogether. I bought this on launch day, which was August 31st, and it came pretty quickly, I would think within a week. But I'm now about to go play with it. I bought this because it was reasonably priced, and I do like Nikkietutorials, and I thought the palette did look interesting. There are some colors in here that are really calling to me. If you don't know, Nikkietutorials is a huge YouTuber. She has like 13 million followers. She's been on YouTube for over 10 years at this point, and she does absolutely beautiful work. So this is what the palette looks like. It opens basically in the middle, and this is supposed to be the lighter side, and then this is the darker side. So there's a mirror on both sides. One is a regular mirror and one is a magnified mirror, which I can guess I can see the purpose of that. So it also came with this little card that kind of tells you all of the shades and if it's best with a brush or with your finger. I'm probably not going to keep this. I'm sure this is going to get lost pretty soon, but you know, it's good to know, especially when there's a bunch of different formulas in one palette. And since I was in the first batch of purchases, like literally as soon as it launched, I went on there and got it. I got a pop socket, but in moving, I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere. Once I'm fully unpacked, maybe I'll find it. But I did get the pop socket. So I know this palette is going to be restocking soon. If I can find the information, I'll put it on the screen or in the description box. It is limited edition. She did explain that they have one huge order. They ordered the first half, and that's what's already sold out. And they have the second half coming. So that's what's going to be restocking soon. But once that's sold out, it's sold out. I'm usually not a fan of running to get limited edition things just because it's limited edition and you think that you have to have it. But again, I like Nikkie. It was reasonably priced, and the palette was actually really pretty to me. And again, some of the colors looked intriguing. So that was the reason I got it. Don't be expecting me to run out and get any new releases as soon as they come out. Anybody got the time? So since this is really going to be a first impression, I'm just going to do something really pretty simple just to see how the shadows work, the colors show up. I'm going to do my makeup the normal way, not going to do anything special, just the normal way, and see if this palette works for me. I'm also going to be using the brushes that I picked up in Boxy Pop-Up. So these are 2 sets of Alamar brushes and a set of Morphe brushes in my Luxie brush cup. So looking at it, I really want to put this pinky shimmer color on my lid. So I'm going to take a blending brush and go into Bend and Snap, which is like a pink. I'm going to put this right in my crease. This is going to work as our transition color. Nice soft pink, it's showing up nicely. There's a little bit of fallout in the pan, but it's not so bad. That actually showed up pretty nicely. Nice light pink. Nice cute transition. Next, I'm going to take a slightly smaller blending brush and go into Slasher, which is this purple that's been calling me. Lots of pigment. And that's going to go into the crease. Whoa. So essentially this is a pigment palette, which, I mean, I think it means it's supposed to be a little bit more rich, less filler. But the thing with that is they always say that pigments are not supposed to be for the immediate eye area because it might stain your lids. In my experience, I tend to not have any problems with staining, so I'm not too worried about it. I think so. Once you have a good eyeshadow base down, you're good. Okay, so there are those two colors down, and for pigments, these blended out really nice. And as you can see, the purple, the colors are showing up really nice on my skin tone. I'm wearing my Urban Decay primer potion in caffeine that I pretty much wear all the time. And I also want to point out that everything else on my face is drugstore and affordable, because I know this palette is reasonably priced. I figured I might do a whole drugstore affordable type face. All the information will be down in the description box, whatever else I got on. Okay, now I'm going to take an even smaller blending brush and I'm going to go into 5 AM, just dark brown, see if I can deepen up that outer V just a little bit more. It's actually so pigmented it kind of covered up the purple, so I'm gonna have to go back in with the purple. But that is a nice deep dark brown. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Looks really nice. Blend is really good. I have some fallout. I'm gonna dust that away. But you know, typically I do my eyes first. I'm only doing my eyes second because of the video, but that doesn't bother me. So far so good. And typically I just use a regular mirror. I don't use a magnifying mirror, but I've been using the magnified side of this, and I actually really appreciate that because you can really see what you're doing and really get up close and personal with that blend. Okay, so on the lid, I'm gonna go in with this Pride color. Oh, here you can see a better view of what it is. It's a pink and there's some like silver and blue reflex to it. According to the card, it is a pink duochrome and you can use it with either a brush or your finger. So I'm gonna go with my finger and then I'm gonna clean it up with a brush. That is absolutely beautiful. I can see the pink and the blue duochrome. It is very reflective. That's just one pass and it has a good base to it, so it's not sheer or anything, although I think you can use this as a topper as well. I'm gonna go one more time over with my finger. Yes, that is beautiful. Okay, these duochromes remind me of the type of duochromes that you get from like indie brands that are nice and soft and smooth, just wipe on really nicely, super reflective. It's really nice, I like it. So I'm going to take this Alamar Cosmetics Pigment Packer brush and just, you know, clean up the edges so it's not a little wild. And I'm gonna go back into Slasher, which is the purple, and connect the outer V to the shimmer. Okay, we dust away the fallout. Okay, so the fallout does away with no issues. I still see some of the sparkles from the lid color, but I don't mind it. Alright, lower lash line. I'm going to take this pencil brush and go into 5 AM, which is the darkest brown, and put that closest to the lash line. And I'm going to use this Alamar Cosmetics Detail Diffuser Brush. Yes. And in Slasher, which is a purple. And blend that out. I always like to connect that to the top. And I'm going to blend it out one more time with Bend and Snap, which is the pink. And now for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with Ivy, which is this bright, light shimmer. This is also one that they said you can use with a brush or your finger. I'm just going to use this teeny tiny Morphe brush, M562, just to get a little brightness on the inner corner. Just a little bit of brightness because we're so bright on the lid, we don't need a lot. Anyway, so this is the look that we have so far. I'm going to do a liner and lashes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and here we have the finished look. Okay, so my first impressions of this palette so far, I really like it. The mattes that I used, the pink and the purple, I was very impressed by the purple. It was very deep, it showed up really nicely and it blended out really well. This brown, it looks a little bit darker in person than it does here with all the lights, but it was also really good to deepen up that outer V. It did a really good job. The shimmers, the duochrome, I absolutely love it. It's nice, it's shimmery. You really get to see the duochrome, and you know, with the finger, it went on there. It wasn't too flaky. I did get a little bit of fallout, but I was able to dust that away with no problems. Yeah, so nobody's surprised that this is the look that I went for. These are my tones, these are the colors I always gravitate towards, and I figured I would do something that I already know, so I can really tell based on what I've used before if I like the palette or not. I am actually going to be using this palette for the rest of the week. I'm going to do a couple more looks. I'm not going to do a one palette 3 looks type of video for my Instagram, but there's another video that I want to do with this palette, so that'll be coming later this week, as well as a couple other looks that'll be on my Instagram. I'll actually do swatches of this and put it on my Instagram. If you're interested in seeing it, my Instagram is always linked down below. Everything else that's on my face, like I said, is also pretty affordable. Will be linked down below and also on Instagram. Again, follow me. We do lots of fun things over there. And I always have to remember to take pictures of palettes first before I start dipping my grubby little hands into it. So, oh well, too late for that. That's pretty much it. So, if you enjoyed this first impression and try on, and I hope it was informative enough for you to make a decision if you're interested in picking this up in the next drop. If there's any if I can find any information on when it's going to be restocked, I'll leave that down below. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this palette on brown skin, how well it shows up, how well it works, and I hope it was helpful. So if you enjoyed it, of course, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I have a giveaway that's going on my channel right now. I'll link that video down below. I'll also list all the instructions in the description box. Please feel free to enter. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.